So, you're over 60 and your back is giving you grief? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. But listen, what if the answer isn't some fancy pill or a complicated gym workout? What if it's just three simple, science backed moves you can do right at home? Let's get right into it. Okay, get ready for this number because it's a big one. 80%. Seriously, 80% of adults over 60 are dealing with some form of chronic back pain. That's just wild. Think about that. For every 10 people you know in that age group, 8 of them are probably hurting. But here's the good news. It absolutely does not have to be a life sentence. And that's exactly why we're talking about this. There's real hope here. A huge study, a really important one from the Journal of the American Medical Association, found that doing the right kind of exercises could slash back pain by up to 70%. We're not talking about a little bit of relief here. We're talking about a total game changer. Okay, I get it. You might be thinking, I've tried exercises before and they didn't work. But hang with me here, because what we're going to talk about today is just 3 very specific movements. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The number 1 exercise on our list, it's going to surprise you, for sure. So let's start our countdown at number 3. All right, coming in at number 3, this one is all about getting some gentle, healthy mobility back into your spine. We're talking about the cat-cow. Now, don't let the simple name fool you. The science behind this one is pretty incredible. And here's the proof. A study out of the University of Pittsburgh looked at this, and what they found was amazing. The people doing the cat-cow every day, they saw a 42% drop in how intense their pain was, just from this one simple move. That's huge. So what's the magic here? Why does this work so well? Well, it's all about moving each little bone in your spine, one by one. And that motion, it acts like a pump for those little cushions between your vertebrae, your discs. I want you to picture a dry, stiff sponge. Now imagine dipping it in water and gently squeezing and releasing it. It gets plump and hydrated, right? That's exactly what cat-cow does for your spinal discs. It also gives those super tight back muscles a nice, gentle stretch, which helps break that awful cycle of pain and tension. Okay, so how do you actually do it? It's easy. Get on your hands and knees like you're about to crawl. When you breathe out, arch your back up toward the ceiling, just like an angry cat. Hold that for about 5 seconds. Then, as you breathe in, let your belly drop down and look up a little. That's the cow part. Hold that for 5 seconds too. The most important thing here is to go slow. Nice and easy. Try to do about 8 to 10 of these, maybe when you wake up and again before you go to bed. Okay, so we've got mobility covered. Step 1, check. Now for number 2, we need to build some stability. Think of it like building a strong foundation. And for that, we're going to use an exercise called the bird dog. This one is key for waking up those deep support muscles around your spine. And you might be asking, why is stability so important? Well, check this out. Researchers at the University of Waterloo, and these guys are the experts in this stuff, they found that strengthening these deep core muscles can cut the chances of your back pain coming back by 64% over a 3-year period. So this isn't a temporary fix. This is about long-term, lasting relief. So what's going on here? As we get older, we naturally lose a bit of muscle. The problem is, we especially lose the tiny little muscles that run right along our spine. They're called the multifidus. When they get weak, the big, clumsy muscles in our back try to take over their job, and they're terrible at it. That creates all sorts of imbalances and pain. The bird dog is brilliant because it zeroes in on those tiny muscles, gets them firing again, and strengthens them without putting a bunch of stress on your back. So let's do it. You're going to start on your hands and knees again. Now tighten your stomach muscles just a little, like you're bracing yourself. Then, very slowly, reach your right arm straight forward and your left leg straight back. The real trick here is to keep your hips totally flat and level, like you're balancing a cup of tea on your lower back. No tilting, just hold it there and remember to breathe. And listen, here's a little pro tip for you, straight from the research. You need to hold that position for a full 10 seconds. A study showed that holding it for 10 seconds led to a 31% greater improvement in spine stability than shorter holds. So don't rush it. It's all about that quality hold. All right, we've done mobility with cat-cow. We've built stability with the bird dog. Are you ready for the big one? The number 1, the absolute king of exercises for getting rid of back pain after 60. This is the one you've been waiting for. So what do you think it is? What's the single thing that studies show works better than stretching, better than massage, better than almost everything else? I'll give you a hint. You probably already do it every day. It's walking. Yep, just walking. And I can almost hear you now. Walking? That's it. That's too simple. But trust me, the science on this is absolutely undeniable. Let's dig into why.
Okay, so there was this huge, massive review. We're talking data from over 10,000 people, and what they found was just incredible. When they compared walking to all the other stuff, specific exercises, massage, you name it, walking worked just as well, and often even better. And you know what the real kicker is? People actually do it. They stick with it, and that's what makes all the difference.
The reasons why walking is so powerful are just amazing. On a physical level, that gentle, rhythmic motion helps hydrate your discs, just like the cat-cow. But get this, on a neurological level, it can actually help reset the pain signals your brain is getting. It's also a fantastic anti-inflammatory. It can lower inflammation by a third. And let's not forget the mental side. It helps with the anxiety and depression that can make pain feel so much worse. But here's the thing, it's not just about meandering around. To get these incredible benefits, you have to be a little strategic. Think of this as your walking prescription. You're aiming for at least 20 minutes straight, most days of the week. You want to walk at a pace that's purposeful. You should be able to talk, but you're a little bit breathless. And one last tip. If you have the choice, walking on a soft surface, like grass or a trail, is always going to be better for your back than pounding on hard pavement. Okay, so we've got our 3 power moves. Let's wrap this all up into a super simple action plan that you can start, well, right now. Here it is, your 3-step routine. Super simple. In the morning and evening, do your cat-cow, just 8 to 10 reps to keep things moving. Sometime during the day, do your bird dog. Remember, 10-second holds are key for that stability. And then almost every day, get out for that 20-minute walk. That's it. Mobility, stability, and movement. The secret really is being consistent with it. Now, one last thing, and this is really, really important. You have to be patient, okay? The science shows it usually takes about 6 to 8 weeks of doing this consistently to see those big, lasting changes. I mean, think about it. Your back pain didn't show up in a day, and it's going to take a little time to heal. Stick with it. Persistence is your superpower here. So there you have it. Mobility, stability, and movement. This isn't just guesswork. This is your science-backed plan to get out of pain. It's simple, it's powerful, and it works. So the only question I have for you is, which one are you going to start with?